I just found my favorite boat at the boat show. This custom-built beast features cutting-edge electronics for both fishing and cruising, along with all the comforts needed for an extended stay on the water. This is an aluminum catamaran and it's designed for strength and durability, and it's even got a foil-assisted hull for better efficiency and a smoother ride. Stick around, you won't want to miss this one. All right, guys, check it out. We're with Ryan from Vandal Boats,
yeah,
right?
Vandal Marine.
I've seen this boat at boat shows. I haven't been able to film it, and I finally got him. So Ryan's gonna tell us a little bit about the boat. This thing is wild looking. It's got just like a double decker and stuff. I mean, it's wild. So Ryan's gonna take it away.
Hey guys, like Andre said, my name is Ryan with Vandal Marine. This is our first boat here in the US. This is our 46 Open. To Andres' point, double decker, she has a full flybridge, and normally we've got a tender sitting back here. This one is getting some service done at the moment. You carry your own little 10-foot rib inflatable.
Sweet.
There's a couple of really cool features up top that we can see here from the dock. The crane is actually integrated into the arch. So we can do a little demo of that in a minute.
Sweet.
But that's all integrated, so you don't have an extra davit on deck that's in your way.
Where do you guys build these out of?
So we built the first few in Holland, and we've recently scaled up. So this is now our smallest offering, the 46. We built a 50 and a 60 as well.
Nice.
So we moved to Poland. We're in Gdansk. We're just outside of it. They've got a huge shipbuilding heritage.
They build really good boats over there.
They build amazing boats. Yeah. Lots of really good
boats.
Tradesmen, really hardworking, wonderful people. Spend a lot of time over there. It's a great place.
Is this is an aluminum boat?
This is an all aluminum boat.
Aluminum boat. And these are those.
Yeah, we got big integrated commercial fenders
Nice.
that are glued right to the side of the boat. You can come into the dock.
Yeah.
Real hot, and it's not a problem.
As most of Miami guys do, right?
Yeah, exactly. If you had, a really good day out on the water, sometimes you need a little bit of extra cushion. So
is this a catamaran?
It is a catamaran.
It is a cat. Okay.
Yeah, so it's an asymmetric. It's a foiling catamaran, actually.
Really?
So there's a foil that's between the two hulls, and that helps her ride higher out of the water,
Nice.
which puts you up above most of the sea state,
Sweet.
which makes the ride a lot smoother. It also helps with your fuel economy, so you're spending less to get where you want to go. Makes her faster as well. So
This is fantastic.
yeah, one kind of like interesting feature, because she's a cat, is we can have this big transom extension back here, and it's basically all free real estate.
Yeah.
So typically, where the motors are is the back of the boat, and that's it.
Yep.
And then the other nice feature is right behind you here where these two sockets are. We have a ladder. It's off for the show.
Yeah.
Just because it's a tight fit. But when you're diving and you're getting in and out of the water, you're well away from the engines, even if they're running. Yep. So from a safety standpoint, that's a great feature.
What do we have in here? Just storage?
This is just a small little storage locker right here, because the tunnel, it's not very deep. You can throw a little stern anchor in there. That's about it.
Now, Ryan, I noticed that these motors are kind of tilted off to the side. Is that a special feature?
Very good observation. Yeah. So the motors are canted, and the purpose of that is to assist with turn-in, so she handles more like a monohull. So for our viewers out there who aren't too familiar with catamarans, a lot of catamarans will turn pretty flat. And on a monohull, when you turn, the boat leans into the turn, which is a comfortable feeling. So we do a couple things on this boat. The way the motors are canted, the shape of our foil, the shape of our hull design is all to make her behave a little bit more like a monohull.
Is this one of these long-range cruisers? Like you could take this for one of those huge fuel tanks for you to like?
Not super huge. So this boat's really set up to be more of like a weekender or something that you would spend, maybe a week at a time on. She's really focused on the outdoor layout. Some of our other models are enclosed with much, higher fuel capacity and stuff that you could literally live on for weeks or months at a time.
And you can do inboards and stuff if you wanted to on them?
You can in our bigger boats,
The bigger ones, cool.
Yeah.
Right, so this is like a fantastic layout area.
Yeah, this is a huge layout area, and we've got, we have like a modular design to this. So the backrest will swing to 3 different positions. So you can make the lounge larger here, kind of when you're anchored and chilling.
Yeah.
And then you can also take it all the way and basically turn this thing into a full-on bed.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Huh. You got tons of storage out on the sides.
Yeah, so there's storage underneath the seating here. We've got big lockers. They're super deep on either side. Oh, let's open this. So this side's got a 6 kilowatt diesel generator.
Sweet. Oh, that's huge. Look at that size of that.
Yeah, the lockers are pretty deep.
What's this thing over here?
Your ventilation fuel filters are located.
Yeah. Nice.
Should we go upstairs?
Yeah, let's go upstairs.
Cool.
Oh, Oh, that breeze is great up here, huh? Because it's hot today.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
So you've got kind of the same sort of seating arrangement up here. You've got a big lounge. You've got the 3-position backrest that you can set up how you want. There's solar that sits underneath the dinghy cradle. And then this is your davit arm that we talked about earlier.
Cool.
Here you pull the pin, it'll release. And here's your winch, which can either be a manual or electric driven unit, depending on what you want. So Andres, one thing that's really nice about this boat, because the ride is so soft, is both helm positions are very far forward. So you've got really good uninterrupted visibility.
I noticed that.
If you're, when you're navigating tight spots or if you're in shallow water.
Yep.
And this boat is something that can put you in those places really well because she only draws 2 feet 3 inches.
That's it?
That's it.
That's crazy. And this is how big? 45?
46.
46, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 feet for a 46-foot boat is pretty wild.
Yeah, well, it's a function of the outboards, right?
Yeah.
She draws a little bit more when they're all the way down, but if you need to sneak in somewhere shallow, you can do it. And part of our foil design also allows you to beach this boat. So the foil sits flush between the keels. So if if you ran aground or you were to strike, you're not going to damage the foil.
Now, you guys power these boats with just Yamaha? Or
No,
can
we're
you repower?
agnostic for power. So whatever the buyer chooses, we'll power them with Yamahas, Mercury's, whatever the power preference is.
Nice.
So this boat, the galley setup is very simple. You kind of have this summer kitchen vibe outside. This tray table is just aluminum, and there's 2 releases here, and you can drop this flat down.
Sweet.
She just puts that flat in place when you're using it. There's a couple of coolers underneath for storage, and then we've got 2 little fridge freezers outboard here to port.
Can you enclose this if you wanted to?
So we have an enclosed version, of the 46, our 50, and our 60 as well. So
Nice.
there's more information about that on our site, which is vandalmarine.com.
Cool.
And you can. That's more of the live aboard, spend a week to a month kind of vibe versus this is more of a weekender. So main helm kind of similar to upstairs. We're very far forward. There's a flip bolster right behind me.
I like the forward
Slide
raking
out.
windshield too. That's nice.
The forward rake windows are great. They do a couple of things very well. So you'll see them on a lot of commercial boats, and the reason for them is safety in the event, like you ever have a big breaking wave that would break over the front of the boat. It doesn't break the glass and dump a bunch of water in the boat, potentially sink the boat. The other really big benefit of the forward raked windshield is you don't get any glare off your instrumentation at night. And in South Florida, you don't get direct solar. So this boat runs way cooler than almost everything else you're going to see at the show, which is a traditionally raked windshield. We also have like a nice little gray tint on the windows on the side.
Nice.
So she stays pretty cool on her own.
Oh, it is really cool in here.
Yeah, there's a big hatch up above for natural ventilation right up here.
Nice.
And but yeah, pretty simple helm. So over to starboard here, we have, this boat has a wet head.
Nice. Can I go down there? Is that
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
I like the fact that the head is just separate from everything else.
Yeah, well, so it functions well as a day head as well, right?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
you don't get the accommodation dirty if everybody's swimming and partying and playing on the boat.
Yeah, there's plenty of space too. I'm 6 foot tall. This is.
Yeah, I think it's like 6'5" down there.
Yeah, it's sweet.
6'6".
Got a little sink, a nice head. It's great.
And then down to port is the stateroom on this boat. This boat has a king.
Oh wow, this is sweet.
We have another arrangement, which is 2 stateroom, 2 heads. And in that version, you get like a full and a queen, usually.
Okay.
But there's a couple different options.
And the head goes where?
So the stairs actually cut outboard, and then the heads are both aft. So each hull is private.
Got
So
it.
you have a stateroom and a head, so that both staterooms are forward, and then the heads are aft.
I mean, this is huge. This is like bigger than, this is as big as my bed at home. And you got more storage back here, and then here you have,
Exactly.
oh, this is for your
Yes, so these are like solenoid power switches to basically turn on your power banks. And then you've got your pump control here. There's a generator control right behind you. These are your 2 ACs. You have one down below, one to service the helm. This is just a master volt repeater screen to check your battery status.
Sweet. Now, are these, like, do you guys have to, are these made to order is what I'm asking? Are these made to order?
They are made to order, and because they're aluminum, they can be customized to customer spec. So if you want, a different seating arrangement, or you want to move some of the metal, it's not a big deal. We basically just change the cut file, and the CNC machine prints out different metal. The welders assemble it, so we can do truly custom work. Whereas most custom boats are typically change of color, change of interior materials. It's usually somewhat minimal, but yeah, for our clients, we're happy to go the extra mile.
What's the turnaround time? So let's say I give you a check, build me a boat. What's the time?
12 months is typical to deliver.
12 months, and then you got to bring them over here.
12 months to get it here.
12 months to get it here. Awesome.
Yeah, it takes us about 10 to build the boat. We like to have a month for freight, a month for some design details up front.
Sweet, man. Your info, where can we find you?
Vandalmarine.com.
Good. I'm going to put the link in the description below for you guys too,
Awesome.
so you guys will check it out. Ryan, thank you very much. I appreciate it, and we'll see you next time.
Cool.